Right. I mean, ain't nothing. It's a lot of been busy 10, 12-hour days, then trying to go to the gym. But what's up, sir? And then, trying to, live life in general. You know, spend time with the wife, trying to train the dog. It's been a lot.
Sounds like fun.
Sounds like a
No,
lot, bud.
It
not.
It does sound like a lot.
But
And it sounds like
I
fun.
wish you good luck on your adventures.
I'm 10 pounds down. Got like another.
That boy said
Another-
10 pounds down.
How long have you been coming?
Lord.
Uh,
Lord.
about 2 weeks. 3? No, about 3. Don't get me wrong. Like, here's the thing. I have a cut before and basically starved myself, so I don't want to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like,
I
literally.
think when I asked that, I just think I was going to say if it was 2 weeks, I think I would say you might be going a little too fast. But yeah, no, definitely pace it out. That's the only thing I was going to say about it. You know?
Oh, believe me, I've gotten like 6'1",
You know what I'm saying?
6'1", 185 I was almost skin and bones, and I was like, what is going on? That's I don't want to do that again.
Be like that, man. Be like
You'll
that.
be like that, man.
No, hold on. Trent's like, hold on. Oh yeah, I was watching, like, all of a sudden I'm watching all the Bulls games in history right now. That's
Right,
not
I'm
in
on
Oh,
the
history.
same
because of
shit,
Trent?
but I don't even watch basketball. Nigga, but
I was like, he probably think he wore the green shoes. Then he changed the green shoes out for whatever reason. I'm not sure why he changed
yeah,
the
I
shoes.
think if you change the shoes at halftime, it's just a
It makes no
young
sense.
kid thing.
This makes
But
no sense.
It's just
but
one
yeah,
of those.
nah, man. Any team you're on, I'll be on it. But other than that, I don't watch anything.
Oh, Trent's brother is starting for the Bulls right now. Well, right now,
Yeah.
as far as I know.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think he started yesterday. But he has been getting a lot more clock, so this has definitely been entertaining to watch. It's been a blessing for sure. But yeah,
What is up, everybody? We back with another one. Whew,
Another one.
another one. So, did first and foremost, before we go ahead and get started with the podcast, did everybody read the chapter?
yes, sir. I just got done reading them.
129.
The reaction.
I was
Yeah,
busy.
yeah,
I ain't
129.
even get to watch it, man. I ain't even get to watch it.
I'm fresh with it.
Ooh, you fresh? Bruh.
Fresh.
It's wholesome. It's big.
Bruh. Yeah, look at Trent, boy. How that Tower of God going though?
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna have to watch the videos because I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if it's good enough. I honestly don't know if it's good enough for me to keep going.
Oh Lord, fam.
I'm reading this and I'm like, yeah, there's parts that's interesting, but I don't know if it's good enough. Okay, where I'm at is, Bam just spazzed out. You know what I'm saying? The needle's going wild.
That's a
then
lot
it's
of
like-
parts. I need
it's
more.
like-
I need more than that.
Okay, it's like in the early phases of it, talking to him in the very beginning. He's been passing out basically after every other test. They're like at the very beginning of the hell train. Like Rachel and them are on the hell train, and they're split.
Yeah,
Like Kuhn and them
skip it.
are basically doing tests, trying to stop the train and get on the train.
Oh
Skip it,
yeah,
like that
Lord
background
Jesus,
there,
Trent. Just watch the video, bro.
Just skip it.
Yeah, bro, this
Just
shit is
watch
not-
the video.
I don't know
I'm
if I
about
can
to
do
read
it.
that video,
There-
dude. That's what I'm about to do.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. Like, there are some very hype moments that happen every now. Like, but I'll say watch the videos because
Because it's gonna take you a while to read it. Just watch the video and try to read the few chapters after the videos. I mean, it's a good bit, but you know.
Oh,
I would
that's a long
definitely-
bit, sir.
hold on. No, when they get off the
What's going on,
train
Micah?
at the wall, that war at the wall, I'm telling you.
Flames.
Oh my God.
Oh, all right.
When he gets out, when he gets to the end of the hell train, and they've had that war when Like you meet Caliban. Oh,
To make it easy, once you watch the recap videos, you can watch either mine or JC videos and catch up from there.
I mean, I
It's
could just
crazy.
listen to it
That way
while
you
I'm
ain't gotta read it. That way you ain't even gotta read it.
This way I could just listen to it while I'm at work.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
That way you ain't even gotta
My
read
God.
it. You just watch
It'd
it.
be like me just speed running through. Hopefully you guys have a playlist set up so that I don't have to. Like,
I got a playlist.
a different video.
I can't tell you if I do or not. Honestly,
I got a playlist. I got a playlist.
And if I get quiet sometimes, I'm sorry. I'm making a deck right now.
Ooh,
Ooh,
What,
Sadiddy.
Magic?
Sadiddy.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm actually gonna be starting
Yu-Gi-Oh
playing
deck.
Magic
You
soon as well.
you playing Master Duel, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yup.
I'm building my
Yup.
synchro deck right now, sir.
Bro, okay, so quick. I've never watched the synchro shit, the anime of the synchro or read the manga for the synchro. So I was trying to learn it and that shit looks confusing as fuck.
Synchros are actually rather like this, in my opinion, the second most simplest thing. All you really have to do is just get a tuner
Mhm.
and a card to equal up to the level of the synchro monster.
No, the most simplest fucking thing is how it used to be where you just play and the one who has the most attack wins. That's the simplest.
Yeah.
That's simple.
Nowadays, based on like pendulum summoning, link summoning, XCs and stuff. XCs is literally the simplest way to summon because all you do is you get 2 level 4 monsters and then you can just put them together and summon your guy. That's it. You just equal up the level. That's it.
Hey man. So like if you have 2 level 6s in the pendulum, you can just summon a level 6.
If you for XC summoning, you
Oh,
have two
okay,
level
see.
6 monsters. You put them together and you can make a level 6 XC monster, XYZ monster. Pendulum summoning on the other hand, for some reason they're monsters that work as spell cards.
Yeah, that's the shit that confuses the hell out of me. I'm like,
And
what
then-
the
and then,
fuck
so,
is
like,
this?
So say the one on the left is like a 1, right?
Okay.
And the one on the right is like an 8.
Okay.
In between, you can special summon as many monsters that are between levels 1 to 8.
Mm-hmm.
As many of them as you want on the field. You can fill up all 5 slots with it. And it's broken and it's stupid at the same time. Because I don't understand it.
I don't either.
Why it does it.
I don't look, bro.
Like it is
You preach it to the
genuinely
choir.
confusing me, man.
When I got on Master Duel, I saw like the pendulum and the XYZ and the tuners. I'm like, what the hell is all of this? When did Yu-Gi-Oh get so complicated? What happened to just straight fusions and all of this stuff? And I'm like, oh, too much for me. But all right, man, we about to go ahead and get into it, man. Beginning at the end podcast, chapter 128, 129 discussion. That's what we're here for. I'm your host, JD at Taco Fish. Y'all already know me. Of course, we have our usual JC, aka Always J Carson, one of the best reactors on YouTube. How you doing, my guy?
And I'm chilling. It's a good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Hey, that's all that matters. A good day. Today is a good day. Sarah, Project Webtoon. How you doing, my guy? I see your head kind of hurting trying to build this deck, but you gonna get through it, bro. You gonna get through it. Just keep pushing. Just keep
Hey
pushing.
man, sometimes when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, you gotta make sure to have the right combination of things. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
It's a pain.
And last but not least, we have Trent motherfucking Money, aka Swole Nerd Dad, aka Swole Poppy. What's going on, Trent?
I don't know, man. You guys
Wait,
know
wait.
what it is.
Hold on, I forgot one. AKA
Morpheus.
Trent Monet. Okay, now I think that's all of them.
Yes, sir.
I think I got all the names.
You know, same stuff, man. I was gonna have the camera on, but I needed to charge it. So, we camera boys next week on.
Next week.
Oh shit! Wait.
It's gonna be on tomorrow?
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Today,
Oh
Tuesday.
shit! Yeah. Hey,
Real
give
quick,
me a
question.
week.
Do you use
We-
an actual camera for your webcam?
Yeah.
Whenever it comes to the time, I'm gonna need you to show me how to do that.
Facts.
Okay. Yeah. For
Ditto.
sure.
Ditto.
Yeah. Easy. I just
I'm gonna call you out on that right now.
Yeah,
I just use-
whenever I get rich enough, to do that like you are,
I'm about to go buy a Go
that
XLR,
camera was
bro.
a gift. I would never have been able to buy that camera. That camera was a gift.
Dang, you get cameras for gifts? Like, damn, bro.
Keep in mind, my brother bought that camera.
Like that.
Shit,
His pockets are deeper than mine.
One more question.
But
What kind of camera is it? Is it a DSLR or is it like a?
it's a Canon EOS T8i or Rebel.
Sounds
basically,
expensive.
all you gotta do is download a little like software. So with Canon specifically, you get download a little website, and it's literally like a software for basically like streaming through your camera. So then it basically kind of like auto syncs with your OBS or whatever the fuck, and then you're basically good to go. So as long as whoever the camera provider has something like that, you should be good. So all the major cameras, I'm sure, have them. You know what I'm saying? But I literally just YouTubed it, and it was pretty simple.
Okay, I'm still call you though.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna still call you.
Hey, okay, if it's Canon, I can walk you through it. If it's something else, I'm gonna have to let it ring out.
All right, well, I'm gonna still call you, and if it's not Candy, you still gonna help me because I'm gonna still be lost. But all right, man, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I guess we can start with 128. I'm trying to remember what the fuck happened at 128.
Arthur gets into Tessia's town.
Oh yeah,
The elven town?
yeah.
Literally, right in the beginning, he like walks straight past people, and he just gets confronted by some dude and shows him up.
Facts. Okay, so pretty much it was Arthur just being Arthur. People getting on our goddamn nerves, thinking they hot shit. Then we have to show them they not shit. So that's normal. That's par for the case. I mean, do we really need to discuss that? Do y'all have anything y'all even want to say to that? Because I mean, it was just some loser, trying to act like he tough, and then Arthur was like, "Yo, if you gonna try to burn me, you gonna have to come better than that. My shit blue, so you got to do a little better than that." So is there anything y'all even want to discuss with that? That was just Arthur flexing low key.
I just have a question. Why do people keep testing Arthur? Like,
I don't know, bro.
I don't know why the turtle only does this, but at the same time, it's like, all right, cool. We already know Arthur's stronger than anybody else.
Right, and it was like, bro, I thought it was about to, shit was about to hit the fan when he grabbed Arthur's shoulder. Because we know every time someone grabs this man's shoulder, this man flips out. Right, he flips out. So I was like, oh shit, he grabbed his shoulder. This can't go one day without fighting. Every time somebody grabs this man's shoulder, it's over. But he didn't flip out. The man picked him up, was like, yo, I'll burn you. Like Arthur was like, Negro, please, you ain't about nothing. You ain't about nothing. And did a quick flex. He got scared. Went into the Elfin Kingdom. And that's when shit got real. Varian was trying to...
Did it?
What'd you say, JC?
I said, did it? I mean...
Did what?
How many times is it gonna happen?
Which part?
Arthur's saving Tess?
Well, according to my comment section, man...
A lot.
Apparently... we have to be lenient with this.
Okay.
Because it took Arthur, a year and something to get his under control or something like that. I can't remember what it was when he was, getting his straight as a kid. So we have to give Tess some time. We do. We have to give her some time. Which, when you think about, okay, granted, if it took Arthur that long, it's going to take Tess the same amount of time. Okay. And we also gotta, kind of look at it. Arthur's a little special, so what took him probably a year or so might take a normal person even longer.
Okay.
Okay. So I was like, okay, you know what? Y'all right. We gonna give that.
Y'all are wrong.
Oh, okay. All right. Explain it. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. We're not gonna say y'all are wrong on the time it's gonna take, but the thing about it is, right? You have Good Sky who has been through the process, right? You have Varian who's been through the process. You have Arthur who's been through the process.
Correct.
Why are they all acting like they don't know how this is supposed to go? And Tessa keeps getting out of control. This is her third time.
Uh.
During the the team school arc situation.
I don't think he got out of control on that one. I just think it was acting up because she never. Okay, so granted, when she got it, she never tried to assimilate it. Once she got it,
her and Good Sky were trained to assimilate it.
No, but I'm talking about when she got it, and then she went to the team's training battle.
Yeah, she was training with Good Sky.
Did they say she was training with Good Sky at that part?
Yes, she was training with Good Sky.
But wasn't it only a day or a week afterwards?
No, Arthur. She was training with Good Sky while Arthur was gone. Her and Good Sky have been training.
I'm gonna have to go back and look, fam, because I could have sworn that was literally probably a day or so after Arthur gave it to her.
No, Good Sky. Arthur gave it to her, and then Good Sky was her. It might have been a week. I can't even tell you honestly, because now I'm starting to doubt myself. But at the same time, Good Sky was training her. Good Sky should have known. She should have been in that situation. Arthur should have known, and then it went out of control, and Arthur had to save her, and ended up in a hospital bed.
Mm-hmm.
Then the second time it went out of control, right a little bit afterwards, Arthur keeps saving her. What is? Does nobody know what's supposed to happen when you assimilate a beast will?
Okay, so according to the chat, we have to give Tess time. Everybody's assimilation is not the same. There's a difference between types of assimilation. The beast core level depends on the type of beast. And Micah says, yes, it was only a day for the assimilation when she first got it. And when she first, went off the rails in the training thing.
So y'all telling me that Arthur gave it to her, and then the next day she was in some sort of training with school.
He said, then he said, or it was 2 days, one or the other.
And so nowhere in the story it said that Good Sky was helping her with her training.
I think that was afterwards, after they found out that she actually had the beast will, because they didn't know she had it. Because if I recall, she tried to do it on her own, and then once the shit happened, they found out. Then Good Sky was like, "Yo, okay, let me try to help her out." Then she started. Then did it go crazy again after that?
Yeah, it went crazy again.
Yeah, in the training room. In the training room, that's when it went crazy again, and then that's when the elixir pebble marble, I forgot the shit they called it. But anyway, that's when
it's just a elixir orb.
Yeah, and that's when it upgraded her mana core, and then they tried it just now, and she still wasn't ready, and voila, shit blew up again, which is in 128 where we're talking about now.
Oh, so this guy was helping her. So you're right. Okay. Look, I thought it was a little bit more than 1 or 2 days. I have to go back and look at it. Christian should know because he is the aficionado. If he does not, if I find out that he is wrong with this one thing, I will never let it go.
Michael also read the light novel, and I think Sasuke did too.
That what? Y'all light novel readers. Well, Michael said I'm right, so I'm good.
They just like reading.
I'm fine. As long as if only one person said I might be right, then I'm good.
Okay. Well, what do you think about this, Seraph?
About the assimilation stuff?
Yeah. Do you think, and you too, Trent, do y'all think we should give Tess more time to get this stuff together? Or is it kind of right to be like, okay, look, you have 3 people helping you out with this, 3 people who's been through it. It's not saying it should be easy, but it shouldn't be as hard. Do you agree with that, or do you think we just need to be patient and give her some time?
That mug like
at all, because she doesn't have wasn't her beast will corrupted anyways to begin with? So
See,
wouldn't that just make it even harder?
Well, that's the thing we'll know. Was it actually corrupted? We just know it's a very strong well, was it corrupted? I don't remember. I mean, if they said
I
it.
thought we had this conversation before.
I could have swore it was something.
Maybe it is corrupted.
It's still an S rank, beast will. It's still gonna be hard to maintain,
Right.
regardless. Especially if you're that of of silver core,
Mm-hmm.
and especially at her age too. Like Arthur did it because he was younger and he had the teachings of both Varian and Sylvia,
Mm-hmm.
essentially.
Look, my thing isn't the fact that she shouldn't have more time. Of course she should. I mean, it is a strong beast will, so that's not. I'm just saying that people that are teaching her, that are, have experience with it, should know she needs more time because they've been through the situation before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why in the world Varian pushed her through her first phase after he's seen her go out of control makes no sense to me. What why?
I don't know, bro. I honestly don't know. Well, in 129 he said he was excited and he just wanted to see. That's what he said, bro. But we're not even there yet. But
yeah, right.
Okay, Trent, what you were saying about it, bro? About all of this.
I was just gonna say that we definitely need to give her some grace because that isn't that thing. I don't know if you guys had just said this or not, but isn't that thing, like even more like
Oh yeah.
broken or like sacred or some shit like that, like legendary? You know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't it like?
I remember.
Wasn't it like a myth? Like, just that type of creature. Regardless, she's not at the level of like art, and obviously she's definitely at the level of her, grandfather or anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
No, so yeah, definitely. And I'm, if you're an S class ranked thing, that it literally took arts like, all out shit to, to beat,
Even just like
yeah,
tone it
she's not
down.
gonna be able to, adults should even be having issues with it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
the average adult should probably be having as much or more issues than Tess is having, But yeah.
We talked about this in a past episode, how the Lacrian, whatever the new consonant plus Lacrian, like they were experimenting on the mana beast, and they were stronger than they're supposed to be, and then I can't remember, someone said in the chat, like, they were talking about the Elderwood Guardian and how it was stronger than Arthur thought it was supposed to be, so therefore it was tampered with in some way. That's how we got to the whole, it was, I can't remember the word we're looking for, but it was tampered with and it wasn't like normal. How a normal,
Yeah.
that's how we got to that point.
Okay.
But at the same time, what Christian said, he probably thought that she could deal with the mana core upgrade. Tessia literally went from weakening Arthur to as strong, or getting close to as strong as
Well, core wise, she's stronger than Arthur.
yeah, she hadn't even a couple days she's been, dealing with this core that she has, and like she hadn't even like scratched the surface of what she can do.
Correct.
So I mean, how would she even know? I mean,
let me read some of the chat, man. Okay. So Sasuke said you will understand with more time. Christian said it took Varian a long time to submit an A rank B score while Tess is doing an S class. Micah says give him more time. Sasuke says it took Art like 1 to 2 years. Christian said he probably thought she could do it with the upgraded core. Micah said if you think about it, it was 4 years for Art. Sasuke says because she leveled straight to initial silver core, Grants was excited. Christian said Arthur could deal with it easier because he is a legacy beast tamer. And Micah said that and Art is like in his late 40s, so of course it would be a little easier. What do y'all have to say about all of that?
Bummer.
Trent, you got any response to all of that? Well, which part? Which part?
For JC.
Oh, what'd you say? It sounded like you said bummer, but I'm not sure.
I said plot armor.
Yeah,
Plot.
okay. Did you just say plot armor?
Yeah, I
You
did.
said it so
'cause-
fast, I couldn't.
Look, I mean, I get it, right? You know, Arthur's a genius. He is a person who lived a whole life, and yes, he's in his 40s, whatever. That's cool.
Technicality.
Yeah, you know, we got technicals in here, but like, it doesn't. eh, Even though Tess has ascended in course, like I don't see how Good Sky or Varian or Arthur like just give her like, hey, give this at first. What was Tess? What was the core level before she ascended? Like, give her an S-class beast will. It should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
What? Tess was strong. I get it, but like, why? What kind of sense does that make?
What, to give Tess a S class?
Yeah, get Tess an S-class right off the bat.
I mean, why not?
It took Arthur 4 years to deal with his, so he thought Tess was gonna, you know, be okay.
Well, I mean, granted, he didn't think Tess was just gonna be like, shit, let me go ahead and do this, assimilate this real quick, and boy, we about to get into it. I don't think he thought that was gonna happen, but he was like, look, okay, this is Elder Guardian, plant-based, earth-based. Tess is plant-based, earth-based. I can't use it because my dragon will literally kill this thing. So Tess doesn't have one. So let me pass this on to Tess. That's what he was thinking. He ain't think like, oh, this shit was gonna happen.
It's not all this. Like here, okay. The story, the webtoon, made it seem like when they're reading it that Good Sky knew about the situation. Good Sky was helping her assimilate it because there was a chapter where she was helping her assimilate it. So back then, that podcast, I was like, okay, she's helping her assimilate it. So therefore, she should know what stage she's at. So she shouldn't be in any combat situation. But she was literally in the next chapter in a combat situation. And then Arthur had to go save her. And you're like, what's going on? Tess is passing out. Then next couple chapters, Tess's beast wheels are going out of control. Like, and Arthur has used the elixir pearl on her. Like, everything seems to be, at least with Tessa, she seems to be a victim.
A victim
Currently.
of what?
A victim of Arthur being really strong, Arthur giving her things to Arthur having to save her. She's a damsel in distress.
Okay,
Currently.
I'll give you that. But she also, well, she acknowledges.
She
'Cause
did.
She basically says in this chapter, hey, I'm tired of you, you know.
Having to save me every time.
Right.
What would have happened if Arthur wasn't there, Varian had to deal with the beast wheel on its own?
They'd all be dead.
Or it would take like her parents to come and help and probably calm it down.
Are the parents strong?
I would assume.
Okay, so can
I
the
would
beast,
assume the king is strong at least since he's.
You would assume.
I would
the
assume.
beast
I mean,
will
I'm just saying. I
regain
would
its
assume.
original form?
Huh?
Like, could he just, will it, in
A
a,
Karama type situation?
yeah, like in a bust-free situation, what happens?
I don't know. I don't think. Well, I don't know if that can happen. I can't say one way or another.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the only thing I can think of is that it wouldn't like, you know, if we're doing Pokemon reference, it wouldn't bust out of the Pokeball, and then we have to recatch it. But when this happened to Arthur, when Arthur was kind of going through a similar thing, it was just going to kill him because his body couldn't handle it.
Right.
No, what happens
Okay.
to it after it kills him? Do we know?
We don't know.
Nope. I don't think it was ever stated what happens if the beast wheel kills its owner because they can't handle it. What happens to the beast wheel? I don't think it was ever stated. I mean, it could use the Pokeball reference and pop out of the Pokeball and just continue on with his day. I don't know, or maybe it dies with it. Maybe it dies with his human host.
That's usually how it happens.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. Christian said, if you get it, then you're just fighting us on purpose. Then I guess he was talking about you, JC. Arthur thought she can handle it since her core and her nature related. You know, her core and her nature was related. Micah said, yeah, it was unexpected. What's up, Lothar? How you doing, bro? Christian said, if a beast will overpowers the tamer, it will overtake their body. And Lothar said, yo, Sarah, did you get a green screen?
Did one.
You did? Or you did?
Did not.
Oh, he did not get a green screen. So, okay. So, it doesn't bust out of the Pokeball. But it takes over the human's body and pretty much runs around as them. Kind of like some, not necessarily alien type stuff, but I'm trying to think of something. Like, what's the name of the movie? Species. Anybody, y'all ever seen Species? No? Yeah, maybe, somewhat. Anyway,
I saw that a while ago.
Long story short, it's an old movie. Go check it out. It's somewhere you can watch it. Anyway, on Species, pretty much astronauts went to space. A parasite got a hold to them, and then the parasite took over their body, and you know, was fucking shit up when it got back to Earth, and it was just multiplying and all of that stuff. Anyway, good movie. Go check it out. It got a bunch of them. Got like 1 through 4 or something. I think something like that. Yeah. I just showed my age, didn't I?
Anyways.
Anyway, 129. Okay. Any thoughts on 128? Final thoughts or whatever? Before we head to 129, which had a whole bunch of extra stuff.
It was okay.
Also, I want to say before we wrap up 128 and go into 129. When Arthur got to the Elven Kingdom, why these 2 Elven guards was trying to test this man? When this man pulled out the goddamn thing for him to gain entrance, and they still messing with this man, bro. Like, how you pull out the medallion to where it's like, bro, let me in. I got this. To bypass situations like this. And then when it comes time to use it, they think it's fake.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so nobody got nothing on that.
I mean, I would assume that the attendant that was with them, they would know who she is.
Even more reason, but it was just like, what's the deal, bro? Well, I don't get it, man. All right, but what rating we giving 128, man? Scale of 1 to 10. Trent, what you got, bro?
I got a I mean, that was solid. I mean, I can't say it was bad. I'm gonna give it an 8.
8. Nothing wrong with an 8. Nothing wrong with an 8. Sarah, what you giving it, bro?
8.5.
8.5. Okay. All right. JC.
That's a 7 chapter if I ever saw one.
Damn, you hitting with the hard 7, huh?
Yep.
Oh my god. I did the reboot.
Sarah fucked up his deck.
Almost.
So you. Okay. I'll give it an 8. 7.58. That's what I give. 7.58. It wasn't bad. Wasn't great. It was good. Whatever. Let's see. Micah said Tess got it hard. Yes, Lothar did say bust on accident.
What?
Yeah, ignore it. Kristen said 129 had a bunch of nothing. It had a little something. Lothar said because it would be lame if they said, "Oh my lord, right this way, please." Kristen said, plus the guards couldn't recognize the only human that lived in the kingdom for years. Right. Michael said 129 was short and could have been 128.
Yep.
They were new hires, bro. They were new hires.
Oh, they were new hires? Okay.
I think they never been there before.
Oh, so they just, came out of nowhere, huh? They ain't never been there before?
This is the first day on the job,
First day on the job.
They might have been deployed, outside of, the kingdom, and they came back.
Oh, that's what, okay. That's what we're going to go with. All right. DD says it's the calm before the storm. Christian said yes, Micah. True. Micah says he's giving it an 8 out of 10. All right. So to 129, where we got Arthur's confession. You know, he had Usher playing in the background
Don't do
and
that.
stuff, and as he was talking to, he was talking to Grandpa Varian and everything. They riding a carriage. Also, I must say the art in chapter 129. You
Great,
ain't, bro. You ain't like
It
the
was
art.
great. It was great.
Oh,
I-
I'm
It
about
was
to say.
great.
I'm about to say. I know you ain't. I know you can't complain about that, man. That art was beautiful. But anyway,
It was great.
so Varian admitted he got a little too excited about trying to, get Tess to go ahead and do her beast will again. Arthur like, yo, you ain't shit. You should have waited. Varian like, yeah, I know. Anyway, so Varian finally asks Arthur the fucking hardest question on earth, which it was like, why didn't anybody else ask this man this? Do you like my granddaughter?
Hasn't he already answered this question with Tess in general?
No, I don't think it was just. It was straightforward question. It was more like, if I'm not mistaken,
What was it?
I had to go back to that chapter.
You remember, like,
I
it
remember.
was,
I remember exactly what you're talking about, but I had to go back to that chapter to really.
I swore they kind of answered this question.
I had to find that chapter.
Maybe it wasn't as clear, but I could have swore, like,
Hold on. I think I found it. I think it was one. Let me see. This might be it. I think I found it. I had to look it up real quick. Nope, keep going. Damn, this was a long ass chapter.
they're sitting in the bleachers,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole thing happened. I was like, I could have swore.
Was it the bleachers?
Do that.
Damn. Okay, I know it's not weird for good. Okay, I think it was something about marriage. Let me see. Had been avoided. Okay, this was after the kiss. So I don't think this was it. So nope, I have no idea what chapter that was. I need somebody else to
So Christian said, yes, he has answered this before. Now, I know they answered it.
Okay, so he did answer this before?
Yeah, he did definitely answer this before. I just...
What's the question?
The question was, we was talking about Varian asking Arthur the question of, did he like Tess? And what's his intentions with Tess, or just straight up, hey, you like my granddaughter? You trying to marry? You trying to smash? What you trying to do, fam? Hit it and quit it, one night stand? Like, what's up?
Okay, well, what's the question?
Well, pretty much we was trying to figure out if Varian, well, not the Varian, but if this question was asked to Arthur before.
By who? From Varian?
No,
or
just
from,
in general.
From in general.
Didn't she ask him?
Exactly. Thank you.
I don't
know
remember
you-
what chapter that was. I mean,
They were in the
I remember like the scene, but I
Or
just
they
can't
in the,
remember
like-
what chapter.
yeah, in the training thing.
I don't know. Let me see.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Anyway, so let's just say he asked her, man. They talked about it. He was like, nah, I ain't trying to marry anybody. Whatever the case may be. But we can move on from that. But anyway, did y'all like Arthur's confession to Varian? I guess we can just go ahead and answer that. He said, yes.
I said a confession.
I mean, for Varian, it was confession because he had no idea. Because honestly, he just teases Arthur the whole time. But
Yeah,
he
does.
does. He never really asked. Like,
My boy said, I don't know what like or love is.
first of all, I said that was bullshit, bro. I
That's
said
bull
that. I said that was cap, fam. I ain't believe that.
I don't know.
I don't believe,
Because
bro. You telling me Arthur never had in his past life? he never had anyone that he liked, loved,
Look,
smashed. As a king, you ain't smashed nothing.
Look,
I call cap. I call cap.
All I can say is in the Discord, but it was in the actual non-spoiler section. They were talking about, they're having a debate of whether Arthur was a virgin or not a virgin.
Hold on, I could have sworn you know what? Y'all about to see all of this. Because I could have sworn
it was Christian and somebody else. I'm losing it.
I could have sworn Never Weak said, hold up. Somebody said, because it was Art. I think it was Clean Art. Let me see. Micah, let me see. Wait. Okay, episode 609 in the light novel. And let's see. He said in that chapter he had sex, he just didn't love anyone. That's what was said.
It's like he don't know what like or love is. He just like, just smashing. That's what it is.
Whatever.
He said smashing.
Just smashing.
Whatever, bro.
He's a king. He get whatever he wants. You know what I'm saying? Just,
I call cap.
Oh, so you talking about back in the day?
Yeah, back in the day.
Past life.
Back in the day.
No, I think it was cap.
Facts.
Wow.
Facts. Cap. I'm not buying that, bro.
I do see where JC's coming from, but I think that at that point maybe he was at least old enough to know his feelings. He was just kind of playing it off as, because maybe he didn't have a serious love interest back then or whatever, but he was at least old enough or probably mature enough to know kind of his feelings then. But now that he's a kid, he can kind of play it off that.
But if you still have all of your old memories,
but does he have all of his old memories though?
I mean, as far as we know, all from this whole time, he still says he remembers and all of that stuff. Granted, he don't remember like how he died or nothing. Yeah, but he remembers he remembers enough to where he can write down and draw blueprints on how to make equipment and how to make machinery.
Well, I think that's also because he's probably smart. Because I don't know if he necessarily obviously he didn't design it back then, but he just, I mean, I get what you're saying. But I just don't think he remembers specific events and things like I don't think he remembers like that much in detail. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, at least maybe it's just not up to his final moments.
Man,
but like he doesn't. I don't know.
I'm still saying
he's never referenced like correct me if I'm wrong. He's never referenced like a friend of the past, or you know what I'm saying.
Well, we don't really know anything about his past life technically, but the day he died. And basically, he came from a world that was more advanced than the one he's in, and that he was king, and that he was better than everybody else when it came to, like, ki and martial arts, well, sword fighting and shit like that. That's pretty much all we knew. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I'm still say cap to otherwise.
I understand.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. All right, but anyway, from then on, he said, "Yeah, I like her. I don't really know about love and all of that stuff, but yeah, I'm feeling her. Too much history. How can I not like her? All that good stuff." And Sylvie being very childish, low key, was like, "Ha! I knew you liked her," which I found that absolutely positively hilarious.
Of course.
And then Tess was playing sleep, so she heard, which at least now she knows, and she don't have to act like, am I ever gonna get this boy to like me or whatnot? Because she pretty much did everything you could do. But also, the one thing that I kind of found interesting was after the conversation of, does he like Tess or not, was he started thinking about getting a beast will for his sister.
I don't get that at all.
So I was, cause it just happened so quick. It was like, okay, yeah, Tess, blah blah blah. I need to try and help her, and it was like, you know what? I need to get my sister a beast wheel to keep away the boys. I need to give her a bond and a beast wheel so she can keep away the boys. I was like, how did we switch so quick to that? And I'm like, so we're really about to go through this with Eleanor as well?
Apparently so.
I mean, is it just me, or because it's like he's gonna find one for her? So what the hell are you gonna find for her? How are you gonna go about finding? Or are you like just gonna start going in dungeons and shit looking for beast wheels? Or how, like, well, what do y'all think about this? How is this even gonna work? I mean, granted, we know how it works, but I mean, like, how are you gonna go about finding it and finding what type of beast wheel can work with her?
I think it's like a big brother thing. I don't think he really thought that through, honestly.
I don't think it's super complicated as long as it's not like a legendary, like triple S, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
But he did say one strong enough to keep her safe and to keep people away.
Right.
So it has to be at least up there, you know, like an A and up, for it to be strong enough to keep her safe and everything. So it's gonna be pretty strong, because I don't think he's just gonna give Tess a S class and be like, you know, Eleanor, you can have this old weak ass C class, you know, mana beast, and you know, let it do what it do. Seraph over there getting his ass whooped, which I found very hilarious.
Fuck this game, man.
That's your fault for playing online, bro. You never play online in Yu-Gi-Oh. That's rule number one. Especially for a pay-to-win game. You don't do that, Sarah. You know Master Duel is a pay-to-win. Anyway, continue, JC.
I don't know if he put that much thought into it, because I was really concerned, like, okay, you see how Tessie is going through the whole Beast World process, and you know how it's not going the best in the world. So then you automatically think, like, I need to get my sister one so she can go through the same thing. Like, it didn't make no sense. So it's probably just a big brother type thing. Let me do this, you know, to protect my sister from these hoes out here.
Yeah, no, I don't think he was he by any means the strongest. He got tested.
I don't know, man. I just thought it was kind of fun. It was funny, but it was like, bro, you really trying to go through this all over again with your sister? But I was like, I understood from his point of view and whatnot. But I was like, here we go again. But anyway, to the real mystery of it, of the end of the chapter, pretty much, was Elder Wrenia. Somebody's after her.
You think so?
I mean, she secluded herself at the edge of the continent, put booby traps all around so no one can get to her. And the only way you know where she is if she told you. So, Varian said somebody is obvious. The only reason she would do all of this is somebody is looking for her after her. So, what or who could be after her to make her go through all of these safety precautions? Is it people from the other continent? Is it somebody from the Elven Kingdom, you know, being sneaky and trying to overthrow the king and queen type stuff? Like, what's going on, man?
I could have swore she was at the kind of point of, like, I don't know why I thought she could see the future for some reason, or I'm not sure where I got that from. But
I knew she could see with her balls. She can see, like, you know, other places. I'm trying to remember if she could see the future. That shit was so long ago.
it really was. It really was. So the thing about it was,
I can try to look it up, but that was like season 1 type shit.
I found it for the thumbnail that I was making, but like, yeah, from way back then when she had Arthur, you know, talking to his parents because thought he was dead and everything like that. But like, I thought she was just going to the edge to try to protect the Elven Kingdom for for whatever was coming. But besides that, I really don't know why she went out there. The thing about it is that the safest place she could be is closest to the Elven Kingdom because of all the guards and everything she would have. So going to the edge of the Elven Kingdom would be trying to protect or stop whatever might be coming, because there's a war coming. Everybody knows that. Well, most people know that. Actually, who knows that a war is coming?
Other than the people from the other kingdom and Arthur?
Yeah. Ain't it nobody?
That's
a good guy.
When probably maybe the Lancers, because they've been like kind of following everything and doing like all this recon work. So maybe them as well.
Me too is in leagues with Good Sky.
Wait, who in say it again?
Elfish sister, where they're going. Grandma.
Oh, maybe she knows. Also, whatchamacallit that's in DC that's trying to pretend like he one of us. He knows. I'm pretty sure, and maybe the people who Luke is messing with knows as well. We don't really know much about them.
That's the thing, like.
So it could. I mean, for all we know, it's a lot of people.
Like, here's the thing, like, I would say that most people in Decathlon don't know that there's a war coming. So, like, I'm pretty sure the people that do know are trying to, prevent what they can. But it's just, I think it's technically too late. It's just.
I mean, they can prepare, but at the end of the day, it'll still be too late. They won't be ready to really,
How they gonna prepare? Like, tell the king and queen they haven't done it yet. So what makes it they're gonna do it now?
No, I'm saying like they have enough time to try to like get some kind of defense together or counterattack, but it won't be like to the extent where it's gonna really help. I mean, regardless, nobody's gonna be strong enough. The Lances, if old boy come who pretty much body to live, it's. We don't know how strong he is compared to the strongest Lances, but we know that he will fuck a Lance up. We know that much, and they're the strongest in the kingdom. So
it don't matter.
It don't matter.
Nope, because if you think about it, the oh god, what is it? Ephesus, whatever you call that kingdom of the gods, have been experimenting on a Lacria for God knows how long, making them stronger by the quote-unquote blood magic that we call it. Like, even if they don't intervene in the war, they have been experimenting on and making their soldiers stronger for God knows how long. You're going to a war handicapped, and then you have the people from the quote-unquote gods who are helping them. Maybe not the strongest of, that faction, but some people are still helping them. Like, this guy came out of nowhere and he killed a Lance. Like, what do you do with that? You're about to lose this war because Arthur can't be everywhere. I don't care how strong he gets or whatever, he can't be everywhere. And even if he does get to a point where he is stronger than like most people, he can't be stronger than he can't be everywhere.
Yeah, true.
So,
and on tap is chapter 26 on tap is where she talks about her powers. Elder Wrenia.
Oh yeah. Okay, I went back and looked at it. I got the thumbnail from that, but
yeah, just found it. But man, the art's changed so much since then.
It really has. It really has.
Looking back, I'm like, Jesus, the artist improved so fucking much. But yeah. But somebody's after her. I'm gonna go with maybe the people from the other kingdom, because granted she can see parts of people's future and past as long as she kind of knows who they are. I'm guessing, or and whatnot. So
Well, there is so much of the magical structure that we don't know about.
that is true.
And when it comes to deviants and everything else, like we've seen it from Degathan's like viewpoint, but I mean, as you can tell, when it came to the other guy who was doing the, I'm not sure what kind of magic that was with the he was killing everybody, including Lance. Like,
Oh, you talking about man? He was using Pain and Nagato's mat, with the black wood. Yeah.
Whatever that was, we could always tell that they're different. I'm not sure if they're even, I mean, that's even special magic according to them. Like, what do we?
I mean, it's still so many magic and different techniques we still haven't seen yet. I mean, granted, we've seen like the basics, your properties, fire, water, earth,
Yeah,
air.
Avatar magic, that's what I call it.
Yeah, that we've seen that, which is basically your normal shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then obviously, it can evolve if you're, strong enough. So then you bring on different variants, and then.
Wait, are you a light novel reader?
Who?
You.
No, bro. This nigga, bro. I swear.
But how many chapters you guys think T-Base's gonna be for real?
A long time, because the light novel's still going.
Yeah, there are plenty of books out there. It's gonna be a minute.
Yeah, it's gonna be a minute unless Turtle Meat ends it early, ends it before the light novel finishes, because that mug's still going.
All I'm gonna say is, because there haven't been any spoilers that I've seen, but like everybody in Discord and they're talking about like, yo, like it's gonna be a minute for they even catch up to where we are now. You got years. And hopefully, eventually they put in the time, the effort, the money to get T-Base to where it's supposed to be, because it literally could be, from what I'm hearing, it could be like a One Piece type series where you're just like, 1,000 chapters in and people still are so invested, but Webtoon is, compared to manga, so new. It's in popularity that, it's kind of just.
I don't even think that is just the fact that it's so new. I just think because the Webtoon chapters are longer than traditional manga chapters.
My God, they are. Yes.
So
they really are.
I don't see it like taking like a hell of a long time compared to like traditional manga chapters would take, because Webtoon chapters are so long. Also, Webtoons is blowing up pretty quickly. Like, I don't know if y'all seen the news lately, but even Wit Studio is hiring people to make a Webtoon.
I did see that. I didn't understand it, but I saw it.
Yeah, so I mean, the Webtoon popularity is growing. So Japan's gonna have some real competition in the coming years, especially once Korea gets their stuff straight as far as animation and start getting some anime out there, because that's really what's gonna push Webtoons to like that next level. They have to start getting anime series out for these series, because if not, I mean, granted, the popularity is gonna get there, but it's gonna take a hell of a lot longer than like anime to help boost sales and stuff like that.
Well, they better do something different in the got a high school or anything else. That was that no police and nobody watched.
Well, I mean, it was trash. Nobody's gonna watch trash, JC.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they better do better than that. They want to get Webtoons.
Yes.
Like, if they want the masses to watch, they gotta have a good anime series out there that people could watch.
I mean, definitely, I agree. It's just gonna. I know a lot of people are waiting for Solo, anime, which granted Solo is a great gateway. Regardless of how anybody feels about it, Solo is an amazing gateway into webtoons. Is arguably probably the best gateway you're gonna find to get.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Solo is the probably the greatest gateway into webtoons. I said that already.
I just wanted to hear it again.
Oh, okay. Bro, why you acting like I don't like Solo? Speaking of that, speaking of Solo, I brought whatchamacallit's t-shirt, A. Marie's t-shirt, Solo t-shirt.
What'd you say?
I bought A. Marie's Solo t-shirt.
Oh yeah. And then my card.
Yeah. Solo.
Oh my god.
What's so funny, JC? What happened now?
He keeps making me repeat stuff when he comes to Solo.
I know. This man just acts like I just can't stand Solo, bro.
I can't.
Every time I pop in a JD video, he's saying something negative about Solo.
No, man, but look.
Every stream, every video I happen to pop in, he's literally like,
bro,
some slander.
No, fam. No. See,
he could have been streaming for like an hour and 10 minutes, and I would hop in at the exact moment he's about to slander something.
Oh my, bro, no. See, look, this is where people get it twisted. Okay, I don't hate Solo. I like Solo. The thing is, I just know what Solo is. So, Solo is probably the most popular webtoon for casuals. For people who don't know what webtoons are, their first one most likely is going to be Solo Leveling. I can understand this and I can accept this.
Okay.
So I understand the popularity of Solo. So if I'm comparing a series, I'm going to use Solo Leveling because that's the one that majority of people are going to know. If I use something like, let's say, Unordinary, let's just say I use Unordinary. A lot of people who read webtoons already are going to know what Unordinary is. But people who are just getting into webtoons or trying to get into it, most likely they're not going to know what the hell that is. But if I say Solo Leveling, they'd be like, I know what that is. Or if I say, hey, anybody reading the Lone Necromancer, they'd be like, what the fuck is that? But if I say Solo Leveling, they'd be like, I heard of that before. They might not have read it, but I've heard of it. So I understand the popularity in the name of Solo. So that's why I always use it, because if I use something else, nobody would probably know what the hell it is.
What is the most popular webtoon series
For casuals.
in your opinion?
Yeah.
Right now, is Solo Leveling?
Overall, yes, I would say Solo, because Solo introduced a lot of people to webtoons. Granted, it was God of High School for me. God of High School was the very first webtoon I've ever read, but I know Solo, when it was at its peak, was what everyone used to get into webtoons.
I mean, where's Tower God on this list of you?
Tower God is an OG, bro. So it's just gonna be, it's not gonna be one of those that people are gonna recommend first, especially like in this age. Probably like a few years ago, Tower God would be like one of those first few series that people recommend. But now in this new age, when webtoons are really starting to become popular, they're gonna recommend Solo before anything, because that's a lot of people's first. So everybody's gonna recommend Solo. Like I said, I understand it. I get it.
I think that's the technical, that's the problem with Solo. I mean, not Solo, but with webtoons in general, is the fact that it's not the fact that Solo Leveling is bad. I think it ends bad. The second season has some problems, but the thing about it is that one of your long-standing series, which is Tower God, which is, I mean, Tower God is literally like One Piece to me. If you stick in there and you read and you figure out all the nuances of One Piece Last Tower of God, and you're like, okay, amazing series. Like it's so much depth, so much character development, so much plot that you get into, but you gotta put in that time.
Yeah.
But manga has been out forever and has so many series that have popped off. I mean, like there's so many out there. The Webtoon is just starting off, and you can't tell somebody to say, "Hey, go read Tower of God." And yes, there's gonna be, you know, season 1 is great. Season 2 kind of is slow, but it has very hype moments, and it ends up being, you know, great. And you know, all this stuff. You can as long as you keep reading, you're fine. But you ask people to invest a lot of time in the Tower of God seasons to get to the greatness. But Webtoon doesn't have that clout, that have that history to be like, okay, I trust you to get to that point. So then you have Solo Leveling, which is the first season is very hype. Second season and the end is mid, but it gets people into Webtoons.
I mean, Dark ran in the chat is right. Webtoons became as popular as they are because of Solo. Whether, you know, anyone likes that reason or not, but like I said, Solo is a great gateway. Mm-hmm. You know, just like in Japanese anime, a lot of gateways are Death Note. Like if you never watched anime in the past, like, because a lot of people don't count like Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and all of that stuff like that came on Toonami back in the day. They don't. A lot of people. It's Japanese anime, but anyway, a lot of people don't count that because it was so long ago, and a lot of people don't count that. So if you're trying to get somebody into anime and manga now, majority of people are gonna recommend Death Note. They're gonna recommend Sword Art. They're gonna recommend.
I would not.
No, a lot of people recommend Sword Art. Stop it.
Give me Magi.
Stop it. Nobody's gonna recommend Magi first. Stop it. Magi is not a gateway.
During Magi's airtime, people definitely would have recommended it.
But Magi is not a gateway that people recommend.
I don't think so. I don't think Sword Art necessarily.
Sword Art is a gateway. Stop it.
I think that's a gateway.
Sword Art is a gateway.
Why? How?
Sword Art is a gateway for isekai animes.
Yes.
If you would recommend, okay, back in the day, I was recommending Sword Art. Sword Art was actually one of my first anime. And that's what happened.
Was that your first anime though?
Not really, because I did watch Toonami.
But that's what I'm saying. But Trent, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people who back then who watched Toonami, they don't consider that anime because
cartoon, bro.
Exactly, they don't consider it like
nigga, if you was already watching
no. Yes, no.
I get it if you were watching fucking like if it was like Boba or whatever the fuck, I get it. But if you're straight up watching Naruto and Bleach, nigga, you was watching anime. I don't care.
Yes, you were. You were. We know this. But back then, you did not know that was anime.
Right. But you were already preconditioned to like it. But Sword Art Online wasn't your necessarily intro to anime. That was your intro to a series legitimately being like, okay, this is not a cartoon, this is anime. But in reality, if you're just a casual anyway, it's the same. There's no difference. But
it is a difference because people who watch DBZ and stuff back then, they don't continue watching anime until like their later years, and then when you be like, hey, I want to get into anime. Right.
But again, I'm saying that those people who do that aren't the typical people who are like, unless they're like defending it from somebody who's ripping it, they aren't going to typically be running around being like, oh, this is the difference between cartoon or anime or whatever the fuck. Like, they already like animated content. They just are getting back into it, and it's sort of online.
Hold on, y'all young bucks out here. Like, hold on.
Yep.
If y'all talk about Toonami, DBZ didn't get on Toonami. Actually, DBZ was actually a cartoon. Well, Toonami would have even existed before DBZ.
Talking about Naruto, Bleach.
No.
You into the real?
No, we're talking about like when Toonami, like with Gundam, Yu Yu Hakusho, all of that stuff, Sailor Moon. Yes, but I'm saying back then people considered that as just like regular American cartoons because nobody knew, especially in our age group back then, that was anime. So by the time you watch that, you're like, okay, blah blah blah. And now, hey, I want to get into anime. What are the first things people gonna recommend you other than those? Because nobody back then considered that, so people are gonna recommend you other stuff. So the gateways are Death Note, Sword Art. Regardless of how you feel, it's the same way with Solo. Regardless of how you feel, it is a gateway.
I've watched Sword Art. And this is the first, I think the first season, 2? I don't know. It was good. Don't get me wrong. But how do you see? We're different age groups. Gundam Wing.
Oh my God, JC, Gundam Wing came out so long ago. Gundam Wing, but that's what I'm saying. That's not a gateway.
It is a gateway.
No, it is not.
Gateway. That's the thing.
No,
Like,
no,
you were
I
already
get that.
gay.
I
Like, that's
get
like you
that.
did not watch.
What
Yeah,
you
yeah,
talking
you were preconditioned, but
Tsunami?
No, bro, there is no fucking way you can tell me that you knew the shit on Toonami was Japanese cartoons. There is no
I
fucking
will
way you
give
can
you-
tell me that.
Okay, JC, here's the thing. Here, this is why I'm understanding now. This is why we're different. This is why we're on different sides here.
Okay.
Seraph and JD are isekai lords. They may that may be something that they recommend or that they are recommending.
my
But typically,
God.
like you said earlier, JD, the recommendations, because Sword Art Online, you could just say in that timeline of anime is fairly new. You will say like again, Death Note or Full Metal or something like that for like somebody who is just looking for like an overall story and some action and some just some more shit. But it takes a special type of like you have to be an anime head to recommend Sword Art Online. You know what I'm saying, or something like that because it's newer and it was probably hype for you at the time and it's probably right up your specific alley when it comes to being isekai-esque, because let's be honest, Sword Art Online kind of fell off about halfway through the first season. But
Look,
you guys
look,
like
bro,
the whole,
y'all gonna
we're
make
living
me try.
together, we're
I'm not about to go
kids
into a
and
Sword Art
fishing,
Online.
and you guys love the, baking shit in the kitchen and all that other kind of stuff, the isekai shit, But yeah.
Look, you want to talk about Isekai? Talk about some Digimon, digital monsters. You gonna go back
Oh
there?
my God,
You wanna
bro.
go back there? That's what we're talking about. Like, you want to go back to Isekai?
Fam.
Digimon, digital monsters. that
I
you can
know
go back
this,
there?
but what I'm saying is that is not the gateway people suggest.
I mean, yeah, now it's not.
Even then, that wasn't the gateway.
Alright,
People like, you
alright,
know what?
okay,
You want to
okay.
watch anime? Go watch Digimon. Nobody's gonna say go watch fucking Digimon to a 20-some-year-old person. Nobody's gonna say that.
I mean, not now because, of course, you
They
have
wouldn't say
benefits.
it then.
I think you're gonna recommend Sword Art Online to a 20-year-old person, not after you
What?
watching the first season.
Oh my!
Completely.
Oh my gosh!
Because you have to go back. You have to go.
Oh.
Look, think what you're missing is you have to go back 15, 20 years. When Sword Art Online wasn't even a thing.
He's recommending Naruto.
Exactly. That's the thing about like Sword. Yes, now there are better series that are out. Of course, don't get me wrong. Like now, I wouldn't recommend Digimon over Sword Art Online. Of course, I wouldn't. Who would do that?
That's
Pokemon
my
is-
point.
Micah says Pokemon's not a gateway. I feel like it.
Pokemon's
I-
not.
I
It can't
get
be.
why you're saying that it's not because it was definitely heavy and westernized, but I mean, it got, it's a mini gateway. But go ahead.
It depends. Are you talking about 2020 or are you talking about
I'm talking
2000?
the reason.
I mean, I'm talking about the brand, nigga. I'm just the overall brand is.
I'm talking about JD. I was talking about 2020 or 2000.
You talking about like if I was to recommend anime now to somebody?
No, we're talking about now, or are we talking about 20 years ago? Are you talking about
As
it depends
far as
on-
what? Gateway?
You're talking about gateway. We're talking about gateway as in like, okay, yes, of course. If you have an anime that came out in 2000s, and you're talking about 2020, of course it's gonna be better now. You've had everything else that came before it. You have better animation. You have better ways to make it. It's
No,
just, it's,
no, I'm just saying as traditional gateway series. Like a series might not be the best series out there, but you know it will get people hooked or it will get people interested to watch other things. That's what gateways are. So yes, Sword Art, Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, now Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, My Hero, Black Clover, stuff like that are gateways because it's mainstream, it's popular, and you know it will get people to go and try out other things.
you're talking about 2018 to now.
I'm talking about in general.
All these series that came out recently.
I'm
What about
just,
series that came out
bro,
before?
I'm just naming shows in general. I'm just saying these are gateway type of series.
Inuyasha, Cowboy Bebop.
Bro.
Samurai Champloo.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my gosh. No.
Okay, so Inuyasha Samurai Champloo weren't good.
I didn't say it wasn't good, but it's not a gateway.
That's very amazing.
I didn't say it wasn't good. I just said it's not a
You
gateway.
already said that, but you
It's a
Hakusho.
gateway. Oh my.
You wouldn't go to somebody and be like, "Hey,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
if somebody
Yu-Gi-Oh
asked you what to watch now, you would not say no goddamn Yu-Gi-Oh. Stop it, Trent.
Over
You
Sword
would-
Art Online, 100%.
Oh my,
Loved it.
On my
Okay.
children, over on Sword Art Online, 100%.
oh my.
That's-
You would not say no fucking Yu-Gi-Oh.
On everything. Over.
I don't believe you, fam. You really don't want nobody to watch anime. That's what that is.
I'm just talking
Nobody.
about over Sword Art specifically.
Oh my gosh. So if somebody asks you, a 20-year-old asks you, hey, what's the first anime I should watch? If somebody gave him Yu-Gi-Oh or Sword Art, you're gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm gonna say, hey, go YouTube the fights on Sword Art Online, but you're gonna be underwhelmed.
No,
or-
you're not.
Okay, it depends on who's asking, but when they was posted up at the crib, laid up, I was like, what am I watching?
You're watching an isekai. You're watching the story of two people in a world where if they die in the game, they die in real life.
No, I was supposed to be watching a real nigga get out of a tough situation.
That's
I
what
wasn't
they
there to watch.
Bro,
No, they was fishing
You-
and
you-
making love and all this other kind of nonsense.
you taking one part of an
That
entire
was like 3
series.
episodes. No, that was like 3. That was like
That is
3
one
episodes.
part of an entire series.
It was like 3 out of what?
Actually,
12 or
the
24
episode was
episodes?
on episode 12.
Nah, bro, I'm pretty sure they did
No,
that
no,
shit
no,
for
no,
like
episode
3
12. It was
episodes.
like episode 8.
Nah, they did it for maybe episode 8 through 12, but they was at the crib posted for a minute.
Bro. I
Man,
can't
this
believe
one
y'all.
single thing out of the
I
entire
can't believe
thing.
y'all, bro. Oh my goodness.
It was
Look.
weak.
Dog.
So I would tell anybody, give me the Dragon Ball Z series. Give me the Cowboy Bebop. Give me the Inuyasha. If you want to know what anime is about,
We still kind of, honestly, when it
Chat.
comes to, I'm gonna have to go with the 2000 era.
what's
You know.
wrong with the Inuyasha series?
Nothing's wrong with those series, but I will say as far as introduction, Death Note's better. As far as introduction, Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood
No,
better.
Brotherhood's better. The original Full Metal
But
Alchemist
nobody would
is-
recommend the original Full Metal. They would recommend Brotherhood.
Well, the original was not bad. Don't get me wrong.
But
because
I'm
Brotherhood
not
was
saying.
better.
But I'm saying they would recommend Brotherhood over the
What?
original.
When did Brotherhood come out?
Like 2000 something,
2000 something.
like
Yeah.
4 or 6.
Yeah, if it's 4 or 6, you're talking about 14 to 16 years ago.
Hold on, let's check the Carfax.
Chat. Do y'all get what I'm saying? I just want to know.
2009.
All right, 11, 13, technically. 14. Now, what are we?
Fuck, don't say that, bro. Don't say that was 14 years ago.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to 2022. I'm
It's
losing.
like a child's lifetime.
Look, all I'm saying is like, look, it does like
That's two sophomores in high school, nigga. Back to back.
look, all I'm saying is like, I get the newer anime is story wise, animation wise is better than what we had before. But at the same time, they were gateway anime because they're gateway anime. The ones that came out earlier, they're not bad because the new ones are quote unquote technically better. They were still good, and they're still good now.
I never said they wasn't. But I'm saying, but I never said those series aren't good. All I'm saying is there are series that are highly recommended and are considered gateway series to get people into anime. The old school series are never it because a lot of people around our age did not consider those anime growing up. So if somebody says, hey, I want to get into anime, people will recommend some of the series I just named. They would not recommend DBZ, Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho, Sailor Moon, Gundam. They would not do that.
He's talking about today, and today it's like you're okay, JC. If somebody's going up to you right now, if a random person,
you would not recommend that shit.
What's the two anime?
Even 10 years ago, you wouldn't.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm not gonna cap right here. I'm not gonna cap. If I was recommending, because I definitely recommended one of them to my wife who's never seen anime or manga or anything before, the first one was Death Note. I'm not gonna cap. That's what it was. Death Note was the original. I was like, okay, she would like this because it's not too far out there. The Shinigami, whatever. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
The second one's gonna be Maki. That was definitely because that is literally, I need her to go off the deep end of like, okay, there are powers, magic. I need her to understand that, you know, you have the regular manga, which is the regular world with something that happens that is, you know, supernatural. Then you need to go to the world of anything can happen at any time.
Okay, and I actually very much like that strategic approach. But yeah, both, and but Magi is like 2013, you know what I'm saying? So, you know,
that was my approach. But like, if I were going to people who have at least liked cartoons in their past or general, like I would go backwards, you know, in time. Like, hey, you know, give me the Cowboy Bebop, give me the Samurai Champloo, what I was watching when I was growing up. Like,
you would recommend that after you recommend the original gateway. That would not be the first thing you would tell somebody to watch.
Everybody is different,
bro.
If they watch cartoons or even like cartoons in general, then you know, okay, then I might.
Yeah, what he's saying though, because if it's another, like, you know, let's say I'm turning around, that's another like person my age, and you know, they tell me that they watch, you know, so and so when they were a kid, you know, Inuyasha and Dragon Ball Z or something, and then I go say, oh, you ain't never did you used to watch, you know, bring up some other old ones, you know, Yu Yu Hakusho, yada yada yada. I wouldn't say that's like a flat out like, hey, recommendation, but like I get what you're saying. I'm bringing them up. Maybe you do say, I'll go back and check those out, since those were definitely, like, you know, for the ones that had good storylines. But I still think for an actual recommendation that you probably stick to your guns. You know, you probably, Death Note is probably in most, like JD said earlier, most 9 out of 10 people's like top 2 recommendations, probably just because it's recent and it's, like you said, I think Death Note is more recommended just because it's kind of like that cross between reality and like fantasy.
Yeah, it's not too far out there. You can just, hey, what do you do with the Magi or DBZ or anything that's like literally niggas flying throughout the air shooting key beams? Like, what do you do with that? Like, if you want somebody to watch anime, watch it consistently, you gotta start with a series that is not too far out there. And Death Note is usually one of those series. It's not a One Piece that has a 1,000 chapters in an anime.
No, nobody recommends One Piece because it's too long. That's that.
I've seen people try to.
Yeah, people try, but then they fail majority of the time because somebody will look at that shit and be like, I am not watching 1,000 episodes. I'm not about to do that shit.
And
People recommend, the reason why I say Death Note, Sayo, well, Attack on Titan is a little longer now, but like when the first season of Attack on Titan finished, One Punch, because they're shorter. 12 episode series, 12 to 25 is the sweet spot for newcomers. 12 to 25 is a sweet spot for newcomers because they can finish it quick and they can move on to a lot of different series that has around the same type or the same length, I should say. Nobody recommends longer ass series because short attention span. So you got to get them quick, get them hooked, and then you go for the longer series, the Naruto's, the Bleach, the One Pieces, so forth and so forth. First of all, how the fuck do we even get to this topic? Anyway, we've gone on long enough, man. I don't know how we got to Gateway shit. I don't even remember. I think what was it? Solo? Was Solo how we got here? I don't know. It probably was Solo. It always shit starts off with Solo. I don't know. But yeah. That's it for today's podcast, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel. Share this out on social media, man. Let us know in the comments section below. What is your gateway webtoon? And what is your gateway anime / manga? We definitely want to know. Also, tomorrow, we will be on the Hunters Association podcast channel. If you guys don't know, that we do a podcast over there, we do. Go ahead and sub over there. Type it in YouTube. Actually, I probably can put it in chat real quick. Give me 1 second. Unless one of y'all got the link on hand really quickly. Y'all can throw that in the chat. I'm gonna have to. Let me see. I might can hurry up and pop. Copy that real quick. All right. Yeah. Here you go. There you go. In the chat. So, just put in the chat. Go sub. We will be live tomorrow talking about the latest chapter of Tower of God, Ordeal, and Omniscient Reader. And we will catch you guys for T-Bait. Well, for T-Bait from me, there will be no live reaction from me because I have a funeral to go to Friday. So my video will be late that day. Just letting you guys know that. But catch you guys next time. Well, tomorrow if y'all watch. But peace.
Peace.
Bye bye.